Welcome to the weekly Science Surge. Today, I'm breaking down 6 massive science stories you need to know this week. For our first story, we look at a mind-blowing cosmic anomaly in deep space. Story number 2 takes us to an urgent Ebola-like outbreak. Third, we uncover a secret superpower hiding inside insect brains. Fourth, a beautiful miracle that happened when humans simply walked away from nature. Fifth, how Florida is turning highways into butterfly havens. And for our sixth and final story, why summer is suddenly becoming deadly for bumblebees. Let's get into it. Story 1. The Milky Way's monster engine. Let's kick things off by leaving Earth behind to look at an absolute monster hiding in the Milky Way. When you look up at the star Altair tonight, you are looking near a newly confirmed natural particle accelerator called a pavitron. When a massive star exploded, it left behind magnetic shock waves. Scientists just proved that these shock waves are playing high-speed ping-pong with space protons, bouncing them back and forth until they reach 1 quadrillion electron volts. To put that in perspective, this ghost engine in space is 1,000 times stronger than the largest, multi-billion-dollar collider we have ever built on Earth. It solves a century-old mystery about where these ultra-high-energy cosmic rays come from. Story 2. The invisible outbreak, crashing back down to Earth for story number 2. A massive wake-up call for global health. Right now, in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, a rare and deadly virus called Bundibugyo is spreading fast. It is in the same family as the Ebola virus. But the story here isn't just the virus, it's how it hides. Early on, this virus feels exactly like malaria or typhoid. Because local clinics don't always have advanced testing, it can take weeks to confirm what the patient actually has. During that waiting period, the virus silently spreads to families and nurses. It's a terrifying reminder that we can't just wait for famous diseases to strike, we have to be prepared to test for the neglected ones, fast. Story 3. The hidden insect clock. Sticking with biology for story number 3. Researchers just found out insects have a secret biological superpower. We humans have internal body clocks called circadian rhythms controlled by sunlight. It's why we get jet lag. But scientists at the University of Cincinnati just discovered that for insects like fruit flies and mosquitoes, their body clocks are also controlled by humidity. In lab tests, insects totally changed their daily sleep and hunting routines based purely on how moist or dry the air was. For a tiny bug, drying out means death, so their brains literally use moisture as an alarm clock, a time giver, to tell them when it's safe to go outside. Story 4. The miracle meadow. Moving to story number 4. Proof that sometimes, doing absolutely nothing is the best science of all. Back in 2005, a family in the UK abandoned a crop field because the land was difficult to drain. They didn't plant expensive seed mixtures or plow the dirt. They just left it alone and cut the grass once a year. Over a decade later, the results were stunning. Without any human interference or costly intervention, the field naturally transformed into a diverse meadow packed with rare southern marsh orchids and wild nature. It turns out, nature knows exactly how to heal itself if we just step back and give it a little time. Story 5. Highway butterfly corridors. And that brings us to story number 5, another massive, feel-good win for conservation. What if we took all the boring, empty grass along our highways and turned it into a butterfly paradise? That is exactly what is happening in Florida right now. Scientists are partnering with the government to plant thousands of native milkweed plants along rural roadsides, creating a 10,200-acre wildlife corridor. Milkweed is the only food monarch caterpillars can eat. By building these giant pollinator corridors on land we already manage, they are giving migrating insects a giant, statewide buffet. It proves that human infrastructure doesn't have to destroy nature. Story 6. The Summer Bee Mystery. Finally, for our 6th story, the summer bee crisis. You might have noticed dead bumblebees on the sidewalk recently, and scientists say it is a perfect storm of our making. First, extreme heat waves are simply pushing their tiny bodies past their physical limits. Second, humans are spraying weed killers that destroy their main food sources. But the craziest part is the calendar mismatch. Climate change is confusing nature so badly that flowers are blooming and dying before the bees even come out of hibernation to eat. If you see a tired bee on the sidewalk, give it a tiny drop of sugar water. They need all the help they can get right now. 6 massive stories, but I want to know what you think. If you had to choose, would you rather face the Bundibugyo virus outbreak or try to survive a blast from that cosmic accelerator? Let's debate it in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe channel. Click the video on screen for more mind-blowing science, and I'll see you next week.